Hey everybody, it's Mike. It's Saturday, March 9th, 2024, and this is a channel update video. First, let me thank everybody for all of your continued support and for sharing the content. My last presentation, Rubber Soul, the unofficial narrative, did very well here on my Beatles channel, as well as on my main channel, Sage of Quay, and it's doing very well also on Rumble, and that's very good to see, and that's because people are getting the word out and they're sharing the links, sharing the content, and I really appreciate it. I would also like to welcome all of the new subscribers. There have been several hundred over the last few months, so welcome aboard, and I hope you enjoy the content. Now, things are going to slow down a little bit over the next 3 to 4 months, and there's a number of reasons. One reason is because I have cataracts. Going back to 2021, I went in for an eye exam, and my eye doctor told me that I had the very beginning stages of cataracts. And going back, I guess, a month or so ago, I started noticing that my eyes weren't focusing properly with my eyeglasses, and I thought, well, it's time, obviously, to go back for a checkup. And so when I did, they took a look at my eyes and they said, well, the cataracts have progressed. So my doctor explained on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at a 2 to 3. So I'm in that range. And he explained at 5, that's when they recommend cataract surgery. So in the meantime, I have these special glasses that are on order, and they should be in within the next week to week and a half, and they're supposed to help me when I'm doing work on the computer, because right now it's very difficult. Even doing this video right now, it bothers my eyes. And I'm also going to check out some alternative approaches to cataracts to see if I can rectify the situation that way. So that's issue number one. And the second item that's on the plate is my brother and I have decided to go back and re-record songs that we wrote 30 to 40 years ago. And most of those songs are in demo mode. And we decided, well, we're at that age now, and we liked a lot of those songs, and we want to do them justice. So, in fact, I'm in the process of working on the first song as we speak. The title of the song is New York City. And it's going to be a fun project, but it's going to take time. We're hoping to get 6 to 8, maybe 10 songs done within a year. And the reason why it takes so long is because we have to work around my schedule, my brother's schedule. In other words, we have to find time to get together to collaborate and get the recordings done. But it's going to be a fun project, and I'm really looking forward to it. So that's item number 2. The third item is my daughter and my son-in-law are expecting our second grandchild in late April, early May. And so we're obviously looking forward to that. And for those of you who are grandparents, you know it's a wonderful thing when your children bring children into the world, even as wacky as this world is, because what kids do is they take you away, or they make you step back from all of this chaos, and they help you to see some of the beauty in the world. And that's what we get with our grandson, and I know that we're going to get that as well with our granddaughter. So those are the 3 things, and that's why it's going to slow up a bit over the next 3 to 4 months. We've got the grandchild on the way. We've got Mike's cataracts and the music project. Okay, but with that being said, there is some content coming out. So going back to January of this year, I did an interview with the Cyphers channel with Allison and Joe. They are great people. And it was a 3-hour discussion, and Allison emailed me a couple of days ago, and they're in the process of editing. And they said that the The interview will be broken out into 3 parts. So part 1 will be released in April. Yeah, that's what I wrote down here, April. Part 2 in May, and part 3 in June. I'm also doing a show as a guest with Juxtaposition. Juxt asked me if I wouldn't mind coming on his podcast to talk about the Beatles conspiracy. And I said, of course. And my plan with that particular interview is to try to fill in as many blanks as possible. So what I'd like to do is to go along the Beatles timeline and talk about the chronology of events and the players that are involved. Aleister Crowley, George Martin, the Beatles themselves, Billy, and so on. And try to thread it so that it flows and it will help the listener to put all of the pieces together. It's a tall order. It really is, because the conspiracy is so involved and it's so deep that it's very easy to get a discussion point going and stay on it for a while. So what I told Juxt I would do is to put an outline together so that we can keep the conversation clicking along to accomplish what it is that we would like to accomplish. Now, that show has not been scheduled yet, so I have to get back to Juxt and let him know my availability. I'm going to do it after I get my special glasses for the cataracts, because that will make it a lot easier, hopefully, to be able to sit in front of the computer for 2 to 3 hours, because this is going to take time to get that particular presentation, that show done. So, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks out on that one, I don't know. Then on April 1st, I'm going to re-release Rubber Soul, the unofficial narrative, but it's going to be the abridged version. So this is the presentation I uploaded 2 weeks ago. And that presentation is 2 hours and 15 minutes long. I got this down to an hour. And this abridged version of Rubber Soul, the unofficial narrative, is only going to focus on the 2 fundamental issues with the making of the album: writing, learning, rehearsing, arranging, mixing, and recording 16 songs in 30 days, and the manufacturing process. So I took it from 2 hours and 15 minutes to an hour. And I think this will be very helpful for a lot of folks, because with the last presentation, a lot of the fan club could not get past the August 5th, 1966 BBC interview where Paul McCartney was dropping bombshells. People were short-circuiting and they shut down. And they never got to the part of the presentation where I talked about the silver bullet, the evidence, that being the making of Rubber Soul, that tells us that the Beatles did not write all their own music and they did not play on all of their recorded music. So now, with this presentation, and it will be my last on Rubber Soul, it's going to cut to the chase and go right to those 2 fundamental issues. And that will be on April 1st. And then on May 1st, I have a replay doubleheader scheduled. Now, I know my long-term subscribers maybe are not too fond of the replay doubleheaders, but the new subscribers love it. And how do I know that? Because of the feedback that I receive. It allows them to ramp up and get up to speed a lot quicker than starting with episode 1 with Sophia Smallstorm in 2016 and making their way through current day, 2024. Okay, so May 1st, a replay doubleheader. It's the show I did with Stacy on her research regarding Billy's parents, his family lineage and ancestry, coupled with the show I did recently with Doug and Paul, talking about the music industry. So it'll be a very good replay doubleheader. And maybe another show with John Neames. John's birthday show. This time it will be his birthday. But I've got to see how things are going, especially with my eyes. But if the glasses work, then John, I know you're probably listening. We'll get that show done. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Nothing is coming to mind, so I don't want to drag this out. And again, I don't want to continue with the eye strain. So the comment section is open. You guys and gals have a great day, and we will talk soon. And thanks for listening.